Joining me now is Christina, Bobb, attorney for President Trump. She was on the site of Mar-a-Lago when the FBI raided President Trump's home. Christina, good to see you. So I want to get your take on this. So we have liberal commentators saying that boxes in President Trump's basement are a risk to national security. However, Hillary Clinton's server that any foreign entity that is not a fan of the United States of America can access is not as dangerous. What say you?
Yeah, absolutely. The warrant proves that everything the Democrats have been pushing down our throats for the last few days is absolute baloney. None of it passes muster. This warrant is clearly politically motivated and for no other reason. As you mentioned in your monologue, the fact that the warrant was signed on a Friday, most likely a Friday afternoon, August 5th, you know, they didn't want to work on the weekend, so let's take the weekend to think about it, you know, regroup on Monday. And what's even weirder about this is this grave national security matter that was so important that we had to violate fundamental rights of a president of the United States. The judge gave them 2 weeks to execute it. The warrant didn't expire until August 19th, and it was signed on August 5th, meaning they had 2 weeks to execute this. So you want me to believe that this was a grave matter of national security that warranted violating constitutional principles, and you could take your time? That doesn't pass muster. Usually warrants are executed immediately upon getting the signature.
Yeah, and Christina, he had them for a year and a half. He had the documents for a really long time. If they were so sensitive, they would have come and got them on day 3 or day 4. Not 160 plus days after. But I want some clarity on this. So we know the feds came to Mar-a-Lago in June. They asked for documents.
Yeah.
You said we've provided those documents to the feds since that time in June and to the time of this raid on August 8th. Did they ask for any additional documents from Team Trump?
Not to my knowledge, not to the knowledge of the attorneys working on this case. So the last communication, they came down in June. We showed them around. President Trump met with them briefly, said hello. It was very nice. The agents actually were nice. It was a nice meeting. And then after they saw the storage unit, they followed up with the Washington, D.C. lawyers and said, we'd really like you to put another lock on that storage unit. We'd like to see it more secure. They said, sure, absolutely. That was done within, I think, 2 days of their trip down to Mar-a-Lago. And then after that, the next communication that any of us had heard was, oh, we're going to raid the place. So there was nothing between, hey, we'd like you to put this lock on the door, and, oh, by the way, we're going to bust through the same lock that we just asked you to put on the door.
Well, not only that. If you have top secret documents that are a national security threat, I'm sure all the lawyers would have known about that. It would have been a big news at Mar-a-Lago. They said, hey, we got some documents that the DOJ wants back. You'd all be working on that issue, and that you didn't know is probably evidence that they didn't ask for other documents. But you were there at Mar-a-Lago when the FBI raided the place. Do you know what was in the boxes that they took?
Well, it was documents. That's all I know. But, I mean, as you can look at the list, box A1 isn't exactly descriptive. They also didn't leave the location. They searched 3 areas of the property. They searched the presidential office, they searched the residence, and then they searched the storage area. And they could have taken them from anywhere. And so we don't even know where they took it from. So, no, at this point, we don't necessarily know what was in the boxes. But I also think it's important to point out, as you did earlier, that President Trump had declassified everything. There was nothing classified. So even if they want to say that documents had classification markings on them, that doesn't mean they were still classified. They had been declassified. So the fact that they put the classification on the inventory, to me, was because they thought that it would get out to the press. We want to make it public. And they wanted something to say, oh, look he kept classified documents. None of it is classified. None of it.
Christina, one last question for you. This search warrant was so broad. They could look for any piece of paper that was folded up in any nook or cranny, which for me as a husband says that they could go to Melania's closet, which I hear they did, but they could go through her panty drawer. That's how broad this search warrant was. They could look at every personal item in the residence of the Trumps, which I think is absolutely disgraceful.
Yeah, it is. And they expect all of us now at this point as Americans to just hold the FBI in such high regard that we say, well, yes, of course, that's totally appropriate. It's for the sake of law enforcement. And I think they've just gotten arrogant in their position and what they believe, and acting like we have absolute power and can do whatever we want. The fact that they even showed up at Mar-a-Lago to do this shows that they've gotten way too comfortable with their power, and I think it's about time the American people rein it in.
So, Christina, one last quick question. Have you seen the affidavit to the warrant? Have you seen that?
No, that has remained sealed. We never got a copy of it, and I would love to see a copy of it, and it would be interesting to see if, there's anything relating to nuclear.
I think America wants to see that affidavit.
Yeah.
Christina, thanks for your great work, and thanks for joining me tonight. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.